In terms of non-renewal, so I'm actually making the recommendation for non-renewal of one of our administrators, that is Carl Lewandowski. With that being stated, I'm bringing that to the school board. That does not mean that necessarily that he's terminated. What that means is I'm just recommending that the contract is placed for non-renewal. There is a process for that. There is a process for that. So, and that leads back to the document that I provided to the school board.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
That's what you say.
Speak up.
Public meeting.
I'm trying to protect someone's privacy.
It's a little late. Oh. I'll be there.
Please share. I'd like to know.
Yeah. Thank you, Carl.
Whereas Carl Lewandowski is employed as the Compass Early Learning Center 2-3 principal with the Tecumseh Public Schools pursuant to a contract of employment for the term of 1 year, which contract shall expire and terminate on June 30th, 2019, and the interim superintendent of schools, Ryan Patrick Rhodes, has presented the Board of Education with a written recommendation dated March 25th, 2019, that it consider non-renewal of the contract of employment of Carl Lewandowski as an administrator for the Tecumseh Public Schools, and the Board of Education, after review and consideration of the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, has determined that there is sufficient reason to consider non-renewal of Carl Lewandowski's contract of employment. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Education of Tecumseh Public Schools determines that there is a sufficient reason to consider non-renewal of the contract of employment of Carl Lewandowski as an administrator for the Tecumseh Public Schools. The Board of Education authorizes and directs the superintendent of schools to provide Carl Lewandowski with written notice of this resolution, stating that the Board of Education is considering non-renewal for his employment contract at the Compass Early Learning Center 2-3 principal for the Tecumseh Public Schools, together with a written statement of the reasons the Board of Education is considering non-renewal. The interim superintendent of schools is further directed to notify Carl Lewandowski that he shall be given the opportunity to meet with not less than a majority of the Board of Education to discuss the reasons in an open or closed session. The interim superintendent of schools is hereby authorized to establish the date, time, and place of the meeting to discuss the reasons set forth in the written statement. The reasons for consideration of non-renewal of the administrative contract of Carl Lewandowski is based upon the TPS Board of Education and the superintendent have lost confidence in your leadership concerning the district's curriculum and are moving the district in a different educational direction. Further, the model of competency-based education that you promoted and implemented contradicts with the district's direction. Said reasons being hereby incorporated by reference and adopted by the Board of Education as its own reasons for considering the non-renewal of Carl Lewandowski. All resolutions and parts of resolutions insofar as they conflict with the provisions of this resolution be and the same are hereby rescinded.
I'll read you. Board member discussion or comments?
Oh my God.
President Simpson,
Come on, Griff. Step
I
up.
want to tender my resignation as an assistant. That's not who I am. I didn't sign up for all the drama, to be honest with you. When you asked me, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah, you did,
I'm really
you
not.
guys.
No, we did.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, you
You
did.
started. You
Tim,
started.
again, board, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just don't feel I'm serving you guys or serving our district the way that I need to do that. I
You
really,
are, Rick.
I really,
You're
would-
serving us, Rick.
I really would like to focus on just being the high school principal.
Okay. I
And
understand.
I'm not afraid of retaliation. My faith is the most important thing to me.
Aw.
And we can do all this. Thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. And I'll help from the capacity of high school principal any way I can. So thank you.
Good job, girl.
Good job, Rick.